What is up, everyone? I'm Skratch. Welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. Good morning, everyone. Seems like we got some juicy news, guys, and we have a new Titan event starting, and we're gonna have a all-whale in Champion Chase tournament, from where we're gonna be able to get a legendary. I mean, the people that win will be able to get a legendary. Most likely, I'm not gonna go for it, but let me just quickly show you exactly what I'm talking about. So there you go. You see the bunny right here? We have the Tea Party Titan event that starts in 23 hours, more or less. We're going to be able to get a 5-star soul for Mad Hatter, and we're going to be able to get the legendary relic as guaranteed. Freaking finally, because I've been basically collecting all of the materials and just getting either rares, either getting the epic one. We're going to have a pretty awesome frame in there as well. Now, we don't know exactly all of the details related to the Tea Party Titan event, but we're gonna see if anything appears in the news. Then we have a bunch of different events in here as well. The main thing is this one right here. So I had a feeling that they will do something nasty, and they are doing it. So basically we have a champion chase tournament, get champions by any means necessary, and take first place to win the cat from here, basically. Now, these are Kraken events usually, guys. Getting the first place in a champion chase tournament is definitely not easy, especially when you're out of shards. Now, seeing that they've already released a Titan event, curious to see for how long that will last. Most likely for 2 weeks, and not long after, most likely we are going to get something for their anniversary, maybe another Titan event. So right here in the news, at the moment, it doesn't seem to be anything about the new Titan event. But we do have the Champion Chase tournament, and we already know we're going to have a 2x on Ancient Shards. To be honest with you guys, that's probably the best time for a Champion Chase that will give you a champion as a reward, because it's much easier to collect epics, it's much easier to acquire the Ancient Shards, comparing it with Sacreds, which is absolutely horrendous to basically try and win a Champion Chase tournament. Voids as well. If you buy a lot of voids, yeah, it's easier. Now, from the darkness, a wide and familiar grim begins to take shape. Why it could only be our fears felling from Raid Alice Adventure event. So from Friday, January 24th, all the way to Monday, January 27th, they're running a Champion Chase tournament where you will be able to earn awesome rewards, including this legendary champion from the Demon Spawn faction, if you manage to take first place on the leaderboard in your group during this tournament. Personally, I think the champion is pretty awesome. Very good for the Hydra clan boss. It deals a lot of damage. Shame that he's not as effective as I would like him to be versus the Chimera. And that's mainly because of his passive. I really had high hopes that his passive will actually really activate with the reflect damage as well, but unfortunately it doesn't. It doesn't say that it will in here, so it was just kind of like, maybe. I just had a hope, right? If the champion is under a Veil or Perfect Veil buffs, Thermiter field effects are 30% more effective, which is already really nice. Also, if this champion is under a Veil or a Perfect Veil buff, this champion attacks will ignore 15% of the target's defense and inflict 15% more damage, which is really, really nice. Whenever this champion is about to receive a hit that would drop their HP below 20%, blocks the incoming damage and places a block damage and the Perfect Veil buff on the champion for 1 turn. He really brings a lot of things to the table. He has the Veil, this passive, the Thermiter, the extra damage, ignore defense, speed aura for all battles, increase attack on himself. The damage is based on attack and speed. This is a triple hitter. Really nice as well, increases his own speed. The A1 can become AoE, which is really, really helpful as well, especially in the Hydra clan boss. So I do think that is a pretty solid champion. If you're lucky enough to win your champion chase tournament, or maybe you got lucky enough to summon him, GG's. I think you got a pretty awesome champion. Then, moving on to the next thing, guys. It's pretty early right here, so I woke up with a lot of surprises. Tea Party Titan event. Win T-Cup points in specially labeled events and tournaments to earn awesome rewards. Now, we already know how these Titan events usually work. You're getting a bunch of different events in-game and tournaments that will give you Titan points, right? At the moment, seems like we don't have anything in here starting as an event. The champion training event most likely won't give us Titan points by the looks of it. No. The rewards are actually pretty underwhelming in here. No materials for the relics either, just a 6-star chaos or and a legendary book being some of the best rewards that we're getting from here. We might get a deck of fate as well, guys, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. Start saving your soul stones, don't just open them. I know it's not going to be enough to start saving them from now, but maybe, just maybe, they will do a deck of fate that will give us Titan points, and we might have to open soul stones for that event. Or maybe they're going to do a soul event that will give us Titan points. Either way, don't burn your soul stones at the moment because it's pretty pointless. If we're gonna... Well, what do we have here? Anything else? No, just the summon party boost, right? So if we're gonna go over to their calendar, as you guys can probably notice, we already have a couple of different things in here. And that is, of course, the Champion Chase Tournament, which will give us teacup points. We're gonna get more materials for the relics. And if we're gonna click right here on the Tea Party Titan event, we're gonna be able to see what we're getting. So Alice's adventure in Raid continues with the Tea Party Titan event. Grab teacup points by taking part in clearly marked events and tournaments. Use teacup points to progress and earn milestone rewards, including Mad Hatter's 5-star Perfect Soul, new relics, a unique avatar frame, and more. Usually, to get a final reward, which I would assume will be the 5-star soul and not a legendary relic. Who knows? Maybe they're going to put a legendary relic as the highest reward. I hope not. Either way, we need to collect around 1,500 points. That's how they're usually doing it. And they tend to give us 200-300, sometimes maybe even more extra Titan points. So that allows us to usually skip a summoning event, right? I think the frame looks really, really cool, to be honest. And all I care about is getting the cat's gaze. That's my main priority. I'm glad that they've done a guaranteed event for it in a way or another. It's not the most... it's not the best event for it because it will be pretty hard to get it for the majority of the players, considering they were pretty drained and we have no resources. But at least I'm happy that they've put it in an event to get it as guaranteed, and you're not just counting on gambling with these freaking materials, because honestly, my luck has been awful. I've seen a lot of you guys that got 2 or 3 of the legendary relics. Yeah, leave some for us as well, guys, please. Leave some for us as well, because everybody needs one of them. It's just absolutely OP to have a relic like that, especially 2 years from now when we're going to max it, right? Because it will take us a long time to max that. Either way, that's my main priority. Now, I personally really don't have a lot of shards, as you guys can probably notice. That's my stock right here. I don't have a lot of mystery shards. Thankfully, I'm always preparing for Champion Chase tournaments. So, I would probably recommend you the same. Farm some campaign, get some of these rare champions. If you have some John Cena's in here, if you have some of this one as well, I forgot her name. You cannot get her from campaign, but Templar is farmable from the campaign. Executioner is farmable from the campaign. So I'm going to be able to do how many fusions in here? Okay, I can do basically 5 Relic Keeper fusions, and I can do a few Broadmass as well. So thankfully, I'm always keeping all of these champions around for this particular reason. So 5 and 5. That should get me pretty close to get the Titan points events without a problem. Open 10-20 Ancients during the 2x and pray for the best. If I have to basically summon one of the legendaries from here, I'm just gonna do it, right? Because why not? That's going to give me points. But that was all for this video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you planning to go for the relic? Are you planning to whale out to get the cat from the Champion Chase tournament? That's definitely something that I'm not planning to do. But as usual, much love. Appreciate all of you guys watching, and I will catch you all in the next video. Peace.